The night between Vici Gaming and PSG LGD.
Xnova will have his work cut out for him, just ensuring that Yang doesn't feel too confident in this lane. Was PYW on that Earthshaker as well. We'll just kind of...
Ooh.
Alright, bot lane is where the first blood happens. Eurus goes down.
Top lane, Yang might be dead. And looks like he will be. Xnova does go down as well. PYW going to be able to secure that kill, but now the chains do come out. Chalice has Sleight of Fist and does get a double. So ultimately LGD end up getting the positive trade up in that top lane, and meanwhile bot lane, they're going on to DY, but Old 11 falls way too low, and Ori is able to come in and clean up.
Yeah, it's still really hurting his farm patterns, although Ori...
Ori does get the Yules off. Now with the Static Storm, this TA can't really do much. They Blinding Light, Will-O-Wisp being dropped as well. Now the Stampede, he does get the Refraction, but he's still falling too low, and he will ultimately die. Looks like it's into that mid lane. If they're going to lose their top tier 1, they'd get a mid tier 1 as a trade, which is definitely valuable here for LGD. They do catch up PYW, and they're spotting out that blink, but they're not able to really commit all the way, as the rest of Vici Gaming have made their way in. Ori does get the Yules into the Static Storm there onto Chalice, and Chalice cannot sustain that amount of damage. And will go down. Even Xnova now being chased down here from Yang, and he's also dead. Top lane, Xnova could be an easy kill here for PYW, and yeah, he just jumps in with the Enchant Totem, has the Fissure. There's a lot of TP rotations there from LGD, but they're going to be nowhere near in time, or maybe they are. Somnus jumps in onto PYW, who did go for a TP play and doesn't quite make it out. Now DY also being chased down by Chalice, and Chalice will pick up that kill. Considering you have the TA, you usually want to take the Roshan first yourself, but they're still going to try and go for this team fight. Old 11 has his smoke broken, and they do spot out the Centaur. Fisher going to be out from FY, and Eurus getting caught out. Will lose the Aegis. Old 11 is being chased down, but here comes Chalice. They will Static Storm on top of that Centaur, but what a great Will-O-Wisp coming out from Xnova. They will at least get DY, and now Chalice just jumps in there with Somnus straight after Yang, but the Echo will come out from PYW. He's there to turn it around. He'll at least get Somnus, and now with the clumsy net, they will also get Chalice.
They start dictating these fights along with that Crimson Guard, so they do smoke up.
That they will. That new BKB up on Somnus, they're going to be feeling confident in this next team fight. However, Shotgun is up on Eurus. He just skips the Lincoln Sphere. Alright. Fair. I don't mind this. It's going to be rough into the BKBs, but DY, Static Storm is going to be there. Somnus will just run straight through it. So you've lost one. Ori does pop the Exorcism. Will-O-Wisp was dropped as well. Who are they focusing, however? Nobody quite yet. Chalice. Looks like he decides to back off once that Exorcism did come out. Not to mention, of course, DY did buy back, and Old 11 getting caught there by Eurus. Will go down. Spirit Siphon will give him a ridiculous amount of HP if he does have both those items up. PSG LGD, they're trying to sneak the Roshan right now. Can they actually get it done, though? Old 11, he does hold them back, and the Roshan does go down to Somnus, and now they'll try and take this team fight. Chalice, he'll go after Yang. They'll have control over Ori as well. And Ori, he is very close to dying. He does barely end up dropping. It's on to Eurus now on that Morphling. Eurus trying to fight back right now up against Chalice and does get the kill. And now Somnus Echo being committed by PYW. He'll get the Aegis. Glimpse back on FY. Somnus has been chained up. Yang is there with the control. Somnus eats the cheese. It may not be enough, however. He's trying to fight back up against Eurus, and Old 11 does jump in with a double hoof stomp, but it's still not doing quite enough. Yang is alive. They do get the kill on Somnus, and now Old 11 will just try and have to make a run for it, but he's also probably dead. Eurus does secure the kill. Vici Gaming looks like they'll probably be pretty uninterested in doing the same. So, Old 11 does jump in, this time catching out Yang on that Visage, but he's going to fight back, and Old 11, oh, he dies real quick.
For the side of VG, so they're going to have a huge window where they're just able to fight a lot longer than LGD can, and this is going to hurt.
Oh, Echo. Just blow him up. It's well worth it, and oh, that Fisher barely missed FY, but the Familiars do end up getting him. PYW, a great setup there onto Chalice.
And Chalice will be back up, but VG, they don't relent.
No, they don't. They keep going. All right. They try Static Storm. It's going to be there on the Visage. Yang, he is in a bit of trouble and does go down. Old 11 trying to chase for PYW now. Eurus, however, does get FY on the Rubik. It's a 2-for-1 so far, but here comes Eurus. Onto Chalice. That's a lot of damage from that Morphling. He'll have to waveform out, though. Ori now, with that Nullify, needs to back off as well. Old 11, though, a great 3-man stun coming out. Shotgun. Not going to be enough from Eurus. Vici just seemingly unwilling to back off. They want to keep going. There's the Fisher coming up from PYW, and Old 11 getting jumped on Eurus. Getting the kill. Thinking about going after X-Nova. There'll be the glimpse back. He was just giving vision, but X-Nova should be okay. Xism now pop with the Echo coming in from PYW. He'll find 3 with the Fisher to boot, and it's getting worse and worse here for LGD. That repair kit not really helping out too much with that Exorcism. And of course, Eurus hits like a truck already on that Morphling. X-Nova got to be careful to get shotgun down to the back lines, but Chalice has jumped in with that BKB. Somnus, meanwhile, getting used up by Ori. Chalice still going after Yang, but Yang, he will eventually die. Somnus, however, might die as well, and he does. Chalice still going. He does get DY, but now he gets bursted. And Somnus, he bought back on the TA, but it looks like VG Gaming may have had enough. Or maybe not. They get a chains off onto Somnus, but there's a buyback out from Chalice. Now Eurus getting lifted up. He's just trying to get out of there. Chalice will run it back in. There's going to be a BKB and a TP up from that Morphling. And Chalice, or rather Ori, will do the same thing. The advantage without Yang being up. Ori to show himself now. Old 11 does go in with the stun. They will BKB up, trying to burst down Ori. Static Storm was dropped as well, but Ori is falling very low and he does die. But look at Eurus fighting back, and PYW jumps in again onto Somnus. They'll get 1 kill. DY, however, falling low, but no, Eurus, he had the damage. He does get the dieback on Chalice, and now FY will also probably die in this Rubik. The Glimmer Cape not going to last long enough, and PYW, he is all over them. The GG well played has been called. They literally have no buybacks left on LGD, and a rampage to finish it off from Eurus. And it's just perfect play from Vici Gaming. Just perfect. Wind Ranger is going to be the mid pickup here for Vici. Whether it does much to Yang is a different story entirely, but for now, at this level 1 mark, it does a lot of damage, and oh, Yang, he's been caught out by that Stomp. And X-Nova has a lot of damage on him right now, and that should be first blood. Chalice will be able to take it on the Visage, but Spear's going to come out, connecting on the Visage, but Somnus was waiting in the tree line, and he does help get the kill. And now they'll chase after PYW, though he'll turn around. Shackle is out from Ori, but Somnus still wants to go after this.
Considering the circumstances, this will allow him to at least farm safer and maybe even join some fights early on.
Chalice has been caught out. He is maybe going to get PYW with all the creeps, though no, he does go down. PYW still being chased by that dominated creep, but PYW looks like he'll be okay, and Ori does snipe the creep for an extra 200 gold. GD getting rid of that gold for Vici, but now Somnus needs to be very careful. Ori is on the chase. He'll use the ulti straight away, just chasing him down, but Cask is going to come out from Old 11, and that'll stop the push. Or rather the chase. But now the lift is going to be there on that Witch Doctor. Arrow flying through, and a great stop out from X-Nova. But Eurus is still on the chase. Power shot through. Old 11 trying to run, but the speed burst connected. Now Eurus is a very awkward, peculiar situation. And he is going to actually jump into the trees, but X-Nova is going to have the stomp. And that TP was not going to work out. And this game's just an absolute mess between these two. Even Yang, he's still going. Fisher blocking him up, but Chalice is going to chase him down now on that Visage. Another stomp flying out from X-Nova. And Somnus can easily get the Starport. Now the Echo even being committed from FY. PYW. It's a Sentry Ward down, but he got fished straight away. And now the Stomp's going to come out. They have backup. DY, he'll go for the Disruption on that Rubik. They're going to surround him, and PYW, he knows it. He's going to go up and just try to scout out for his team and get a Fade Bolt off. Looks like they're going to try again top, but Chalice gets shackled to his own familiar. Another focus fire out from Ori, and he gets through all that Gravekeeper's cloak. He'll respawn the familiars to get the stuns off. But ultimately the chase will continue. However, Arena doesn't really land with Chalice, so they'll go after Old 11 instead, and they do secure the Witch Doctor. Somnus will come in though with FY. They have the Echo up. Yang being perma-stunned, and now he is almost certainly just dead. And Eurus, well, on the Ursa, I'm not even sure why he's here. He's really got no farm. Fisher to come out. PYW will take it, gets a lift off, and now Eurus going to jump back in onto X-Nova. A great shackle out from Ori, but these familiars are just stunning them up constantly. Chalice will not leave alone the backlines of VG Gaming. They do get X-Nova, but Eurus, he'll be chased down now by Chalice. DY will get controlled up into an arrow of Somnus. Now they just jump back in with the soul Assumption. They get another kill. It's an eye out from Old 11. Or he's going to make a chase for this, but no, Old 11, he's going to turn around. Gets the Melodict off, doesn't have the cask though, and that shackle is going to be enough to secure this kill. Earth Splitter though from X-Nova, and Somnus will also be there to follow up with the damage, and they have plenty of it.
LGD, with a massive lead they had.
Nice arrow. Arena gonna be out, but again, just so many stuns to control up Yang in this Mars. FY jumps in. He doesn't have the Echo, so he can't commit that. He gets lifted up, but they have so many units flying at them. It's like, who do you focus on? Going straight into that BKB on that Mirana. Now Yang gonna be chased down by this Astral Spirit of the Elder Titan, and with the familiar setup, it's just too easy. The Earth Spitter to fly in with the Death Ward out from Old 11. So he might actually be able to initiate quite nicely, but they get the stomp off again into the arrow, but he gets disrupted up. DY will be there to save. They drop the Death Ward, but he'll blink out as well on the Mars. Now the Ursa jumps in, and what a shackle coming out from Ori. Straight onto Old 11 and Somnus. Somnus will try to leap out of there. He'll be alright in doing so, and now FY will turn back around with a Fisher. They do take down DY. PYW, the Stomp will connect. And, well, you got one kill. Ori is smoked up with Eurus. They're trying to move in. They've got that BKB up on the Ursa, now going straight onto Chalice again. The stun was out from FY, but they get the shackle onto the Visage, and Chalice does die. Now Old 11, he's been trapped up in that arena. Eurus right on top. They should be able to get this Witch Doctor kill, or can they? They got Ori though. Somnus able to kill off that Wind Ranger. They're not able to actually kill off Old 11. They didn't have the dust. So the Moonlight Shadow just makes it so he survives through the arena. And now Yang and PYW are dead.
Not enough farm to go around to find out the good pace, and LGD continues that pressure.
Yeah, mid lane it's going to be. Yang, he just jumps in with that arena. FY is going to be in that arena as well, but he doesn't seem to care. He'll fight back, but Somnus is falling very low to that focus fire damage. But Ori, unable to finish the job off, does finally get it, but now Eurus out of position. He'll try to fight back onto Chalice. That Visage falling low. That Gravekeeper's cloak not going to be there to defend. Eurus still trying to chase him down with the Enrage, but they're just kiting him out. He's just not able to lock anyone down, and now FY with the Fisher once again able to help secure that kill, and DY also being caught out on the Shadow Demon. And PYW going to run straight into Chalice, but there's going to be FY with the Echo onto 3, and well, they got the arena down, but they are melting now on VG Gaming. Somnus going to chase down DY, and Yang, he's a bit of a sitting duck on this Mars. He will also die, and DY, he's got the disruption off, but it's not going to matter. He's the fourth one to go down. And that's it. They've called it. They've had enough. VG Gaming cannot feel like they can win this. You know, the Kunkka is still available if they did want to give Somnus something to be able to really activate their mid game. And no, they are going to go for that position 1 Terrorblade. Somnus is going to be able to get the deny off. And Eurus get another Jingu Mastery proc going for himself, but FY is just around the corner with another Fisher out, and Somnus is going to be able to secure the first blood on Eurus, and they'll have a bit of a fight over these 5-minute bounties. Fisher out from FY, but DY is stuck in his own cogs. Chalice will join in, but he wants to get out of range of DY's battery assault first, and eventually they do get the kill, but now Eurus is there as well. But can he do anything? He'll go after FY with the shackles out from the Shaman, but the Boundless, he does not connect, which means he does not get the lifesteal. Y going to be around, but DY going to show himself in the clockwork, and now Eurus also going to jump in, but here comes Somnus. It's just going to be an all-out brawl in this Radiant jungle. They're going to go after X-Nova first. He will go down. DY is falling rather low here to Somnus, and looks like he probably will also die. He's going to try for the neutral denial, and FY also being shackled up. He'll go down. PYW able to secure that kill on the Shaman. Ultimately, it is a positive trade out for VG Gaming as they did find a 2-for-1.
Yeah, it's a nice win for VG this time around. They are kind of counteracting the movements from LGD. That does free up space though, although only 11 is caught out.
Yeah, he shows up down at the bot lane, but that's going to cost him. PYW easily able to pick up another kill on that Shaman. Old 11 doesn't really scout him out, and now Ori rotates as well on the DP, but Chalice is still going onto that T1 tower. Eurus going to show himself. DY going to go for that hook shot onto that Winter Wyvern. They just go get him before he gets that Winter's Curse off, and now Chalice gets DY, but they're going to lose Old 11.
In the back.
DY, hook shot straight onto FY. That Earthshaker being controlled up. Hex as well onto X-Nova. Echo being committed, but it's not going to do too much. Here comes Somnus straight onto DY. Now chasing down PYW, but they got the shackles once again. Somnus will be forced to remnant out. He's going to be able to get it with Yang around as well. Chalice, bot lane on that Terrorblade. He's going to be able to try and trade. And does do so, but there's a lot of TPs there. DY, he'll look for a hook shot. That angle's going to be blocked off by the illusions of Chalice, but now Boundless Strike does connect, still hook shot does not. Great micro with those illusions. Now Chalice, he'll turn around with the meta. Eurus is going after Old 11, and they've got to choose a target to jump on. DY will go down to FY, who was just taking him out by himself, and now Somnus, seeing that, will go forward with the double chains, catching up PYW first, then going after Eurus. Echo being committed, but it was only on the Familiars. It actually missed out on the Visage. And Ori still being controlled. They'll get the Aegis on Eurus. They'll find the second kill now. And there's just things everywhere right now, but Yang should go down with Ori, as they are continuously being surrounded here by LGD. Old 11 will start slowing him up. And with that Metamorphosis damage out from Chalice, LGD will be able to get a triple kill and win this one out. And in terms of net worth, get the double chains off. Somnus going to rush in. Ori, great fish round from FY, just blocking them out of their base. They're going to make a run for it, or maybe not. They can try to fight back, but Ori is falling way too low to Chalice, and looks like he is going to die. Meanwhile, Somnus still chasing down Yang, almost has the Visage. He's still alive, but Chalice will force up the high ground and secure that kill. Now the Serp wards to be dropped. Chalice has been shackled up at X-Nova, comes in with the curse onto PYW. The Shaman dies. And Old 11, well, he's in trouble, but he turns his back, and FY blocks the way with the Fisher. DY, hookshot, is going to connect on the Earthshaker, so he will secure one. Chalice will turn around now onto Eurus. It's a lot of damage coming out of that Terrorblade, but he needs to get out of there. But Old 11 ends up getting Eurus now on DY. He gets sundered by Chalice, and it looks like he is dying again. Hook is going to be there. They got X-Nova, but he'll take the bounty away. Somnus going to jump in straight after that clockwork, and DY is going to be the target. Nobody there to help him out. He's gone. No buyback on that clock. That was indeed a dieback, and now the Fisher out from FY does connect on Yang with the Force Up and the Echo being committed. They really just want Yang dead. He will Guardian Greaves, but Chalice is right behind, and Chalice, or rather Somnus, will be the one to get the kill on the Ember. They even want those Familiars, and they will secure them.
It's going to be straightforward for LGD. They've got the Winter's Curse up and running. They can still opt to force this out, and VG,
PYW, Hex out on the Ember. Somnus gets forced up down to there. DY, hook shots in. BKB up from Somnus. X-Nova still alive with that Winter's Curse, but Yang is falling very low on the Visage. He does die. Now Chalice, who do you want to focus on? They hex him up with the Spirit Siphon, and now the Shackle. He needs help. Chalice, force-staffed away, but he had the Aegis. He wants to go back in with that reflection. Eurus cannot afford to die, but he will. It's a triple kill out for Somnus now on that Ember as they go on Ori as well, and that's the GG call. They are just swarmed by LGD.